Hello and welcome to another edition of Sand Shark Bites. I'm your host, Justin Jarrett, joined as always by the man whose red-faced, verklempt moments and overly punchy delivery will have the audience snorting with laughter. And that's a quote from the Island Packet's review of Little Shop of Horrors. We teased the folks last week that James Duffy was playing Mr. Mushnick in Little Shop of Horrors, and you got name dropped in the rave reviews. So congratulations, my man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good.
We're going to have 3 more shows this coming weekend. It's going to be fantastic. And then homecoming week after that. And if I'm not dead, October will arrive and I'll be happy. So.
Absolutely, yeah. There's your Duff date for the week.
There it is.
We've updated you on what's going on with Duffy. Same old for me, just plugging along on this fall season, and a lot to talk about once again. Everybody in the fall campaign now in action, so we're all in season. We have plenty to talk about each week, and I guess we'll start it off with men's golf. I think those are the cue cards you showed me had men's golf up first, so we'll start there. We had Coach Danny Allen on the show last week, and they were back in action this week, Monday and Tuesday at Coastal Georgia Invitational, and another good showing. I know that the scores were not quite what he looked for, 299, 300, 298, but pretty tough golf course, windy conditions, and a really good field, and they tied for third down there.
Tied for third out of 17. Seth Rockwell, sophomore, leading the pack, tied for seventh overall.
Yeah, good showing for Seth, who didn't play a lot of competitive golf for USCB last year, so he's showing some promise for sure. Good start to the season for those guys.
Yeah, looking good. Everybody's saying good things about them. Everybody's happy about it. Everybody's like, I could have played a little better, but they're playing great. So real happy with what they're doing.
And they'll be right back on the horse next week. They'll be down at Weber International on Monday and Tuesday for another tournament. So hope to see them continue to play well. And the women didn't play quite as well as they would have expected or would have liked, I don't think. And we'll have Coach Alexis Bennett on here in a few minutes to talk more about that. But some positives there. And they get to come back home and settle in and play a home tournament at Hampton Hall in a couple of weeks.
Sand Shark Shootout. September 18th and 19th, I believe?
28th and 29th.
28th and 29th. 18th and 19th is tomorrow in my world. Yeah, so 28th, 29th, so 10 more days till that.
It sounds a little more exciting than a golf tournament. Sand Shark Shootout.
Shootout.
Sounds like going to have something exciting going on, but just a little old.
It will be exciting.
Little old golf tournament.
So no trick shot holes or anything like that?
No, it's not going to be that kind of thing. No three-point shooting contest or anything like that.
Throwing in $1 for closest to the pin or.
But it will be fun. Hampton Hall's a gorgeous place. Some really great holes out there. A nice spectator course. There's a few spots you can camp on the course and see 2 or 3 holes. So hopefully some of the local fans will get out and check out some women's golf and hopefully see our girls play at a very high level. And again, we'll talk to Coach Bennett in just a little bit more about that. And near and dear to your heart, cross country continues to plug along. We're now 4 for 4 on Sun Conference Runners of the Week. Betsy Douglas took the honors again, and this time Nick O'Neill edged out Jack Manasotis. So we're 4 for 4. The caveat is that no one else competed this week in the Sun Conference. So that is the caveat. But good performances nonetheless, particularly Betsy. I think you're about to say she finished 4th overall, and the 3 who finished ahead of her were Division I runners from Coastal Carolina. So great showing for her.
And coming up behind her, 4 runners behind her, but second again overall was
Abigail Lackey.
Yeah, I was going to say Amanda, but I know it's not right. Abigail.
She's very impressive. Her times are coming down. Jamie Thomas had a good race. She's on track to to really get her season going, and she'll be at home for the next race. They're going up to Vermont. That was a recruiting promise. I think Larry Kimball makes that promise to every kid he recruits from Vermont is that, hey, if you come here, sometime during your 4 years, we'll go run in Vermont. And I really think he just does it so he can go up there and visit all his friends and family because Larry knows everyone in Vermont, so all expense paid trip.
Hello, Ludlow. We love Vermont and all the people up there, but it's going to be a long ways. It's a long way to get there and a long way to come back.
Yeah, they're going up to Colchester, and Lindsay Logue getting to make the trip with them. I think she's angling for some assistant coach title or something.
Nice.
She's been on a couple of trips now. But promising start for the cross-country teams. And, some of the other guys are coming along. I know Chase Rodas had a great workout this morning. And Larry's really excited about how some of those guys are coming along on the back end of the lineup. So could be a very exciting season for cross country.
Absolutely, and that just kind of adds to some of the other stuff we've got going on. Is for the 5th year in the row, Champions of Character program, NAIA Champions.
5-star Champions of Character Institute, once again, institution rather, and bronze status last year, silver status this year, working up to gold next year. If you're not familiar with Champions of Character program, it's the NAIA's program that that really looks to enhance sportsmanship, respect, responsibility, servant leadership, and integrity. Those are the 5 core values of the NAIA's Champions of Character program. And there's a number of ways that you can earn points for that program, for your sportsmanship on the field, as well as for community service and things like that. And very proud that our athletics department once again recognizes 5-star Champions of Character institution.
And if you don't get all that, the actual proof in that putting is, once again, we've mentioned a million times on the show, is Jason Boulay, who has been recognized again by NAIA just this week, or last Friday.
Came out on Tuesday, actually, was the official announcement of the award. The NAIA National Sportsmanship Foundation, All That's Right in Sport
All That's
Award.
Right in Sport. You gotta love it.
National award for Jason Boulay, and just great to see him continue to reap the rewards of his selfless decision. As everyone I'm sure knows by now, he volunteered to become a donor for Be the Match, the bone marrow registry, and lo and behold was selected as a donor, was the best match for a young boy in France, and went through with the process, ended up missing his final collegiate baseball game in order to undergo the process, and as far as we know, hopefully saved a life. Unfortunately, because of confidentiality laws, we don't know the status of the recipient, but we're hopeful that all is well on the other side of the pond. And Be the Match is coming back around once again.
September 24th, right here on campus, baseball team and the USCB Nurses Association are sponsoring a come and get your cheek swab test.
Yeah,
it's just that easy.
It's very simple. I actually did it through the mail. They'll send you a kit, but you can come out to campus between 10 and 2 on September 24th out in front of Campus Center. 4 swabs. You swab the inside of your cheeks in 4 spots, stick it in the little contraption that they have, and they'll send it off to the lab and have you on file in the registry, so that if they ever come up with a match who needs your bone marrow, you're sitting there waiting for it. And that is easy a way to save a life as there could ever be.
And that is all also part of our larger set of celebrations next week. It's homecoming. We have 2 soccer matches. One is Thursday and one is Saturday. Saturday's the actual homecoming match, and we hope that everybody turns out to see it. Local fans and our alumni and other people will come out to see it. But we've got a lot of activities happening for homecoming next week, not the least of which will be on Monday, the 18th, 19th, 21st, yes. The annual faculty staff versus students kickball game. And I have right here with me the trophy for this event, which is really just something to behold.
I don't know why you have it, because I don't think we've won it in a couple of years.
Well, last year it rained, and the rain out counts as a faculty win.
Oh, okay, so, fantastic. Well, I was happy to be a part of that win.
Faculty staff, that edge gets turned out when the faculty staff win. This is the years they've won. And then on the back, when the students win, this then stays out for the next year.
I may have suffered an injury in the 2013 defeat.
There were some.
I was willing to put my life on the line again last year, and then we unfortunately were rained out. But
I'm always afraid to bring this.
But I think you can count me in, especially if we can get a little earlier start, so I can make the day.
It'll be 4:30 on Monday. At the same time, we'll be having the chili cook-off. I really am worried when I bring this out, because I know that the level of covetousness on campus really rises when I'm walking through the halls carrying this fantastic piece of engineering.
Hey, you can't get those star stickers just anywhere.
You really can't.
I mean, you have to go to like a teacher supply store to get those.
Or my wife's art closet.
There you go.
So that's one of the kickoff events for homecoming, the kickball game kickoff event.
Oh, you're so punny.
Yeah.
You have the audience roaring with laughter.
But in addition to some of those other things, on Thursday, the 24th, then
numbers are not Duffy's strong suit today. On the 24th, we'll host Southeastern for soccer. I wish I could tell you what time that was.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, I believe. Free pizza for the first 100 USCB students with valid student ID. No staff or faculty IDs, no IDs from other schools. USCB students only. Come and get some free pizza, cheer on the Sand Sharks, go all in, and it's going to be the conference opener, so it's a big one. And then another huge conference match on Saturday against Ave Maria for homecoming. And we need to get a couple W's there.
And we've got a pretty good record against Ave Maria. We're 2-1.
2-1. A 1-0 loss in the first game in program history, and we've outscored them 9-1 the last 2 contests. So
we got a good.
Hopefully that bodes well.
We'll keep
Fingers
that
crossed.
train going. That's the homecoming game. There will be giveaways and prizes at that, and we'll be crowning our homecoming queen and king on Saturday as well. They'll be voting all week. It's going to be it's always my favorite game of the season. It's our little
Fantastic.
Game.
And no games this week for Sand Shark Soccer. They're getting ready for.
And let's not talk about any games
Saturday.
last week.
We will not speak of them. We'll never speak of them again. On Saturday, they'll be going up to Reinhardt. Excuse me, Bernal. I always get Reinhardt and Bernal mixed up. They're both up in the Atlanta area. Heading up there to take them on. That's going to be a tough contest, but final tune-up before going into conference play, and then it's a clean slate. And looking forward to a great conference season. So that's your Duff date, your Sand Shark update. I think we crammed a lot into this show, and we're going to cram a little bit more women's golf in right now as Coach Alexis Bennett joins us here on Sand Shark Bites. Joined now by Coach Alexis Bennett. First time on the show this season, first of many, I'm sure, as the women's golf team, of course, plays in the fall and the spring. And you got that fall campaign underway, Coach, this Monday and Tuesday down at Coastal Georgia. And the results are not as pleasing as you would like, but certainly come away with some positives, especially the freshman Vanessa Schloh played pretty well for her debut and had some other nice rounds in there as well. Just overall as a team, not quite what you're looking for, but ready to get back on the horse and get back to work?
Yeah, definitely. Glad to have the first one under our belt. Definitely not the start that we were looking for. Not quite didn't meet quite the expectations that we had set for ourselves. But I think at the end of the year, we're going to be able to look back and really see that we learned a lot since this event. And that's the thing about golf is that all the players are usually learning different lessons at different times. You can't always say that the whole team, as you would with more of a team sport, is learning one thing at the same time. Some are looking to build confidence. Some are looking to, like you said, as a freshman, maybe just get off to a good start and kind of find their rhythm. So we did a lot of that this week, a lot of different lessons learned, and I think if anything, it's really just motivated the girls more to practice hard in this next week to have a better result at our home event next weekend.
Yeah, a good measuring stick, too. You got to see a couple of the top 5 teams in the nation, so kind of measure yourself up against them. Provide a little motivation for your players, perhaps. And as you mentioned, at home for the next one, the Sand Shark Shootout is going to be on September 28th and 29th out at Hampton Hall. So a great chance for your fans here at home to get out and check it out. And a very spectator-friendly course, as I recall, too. I've been around it a few times, and some good spots to sit and watch some golf.
Yeah, definitely. I encourage everybody to come out and watch some golf. There are a couple of places that you can see a couple of different holes and be able to see all the girls a few times. Obviously, golf is not one where we get a lot of spectators, so I know the girls are really encouraged and get really pumped up when they see some friendly faces and some Sand Shark gear out on the course. So definitely come see. I promise that it won't be the same result. We'll have some lower scores this week.
I feel like I have to explain that I'm on the opposite side of the camera that I usually am. We can blame Coach Bennett for that. She came straight from the dentist, such a trooper. Straight from the dentist, came into the office to appear on the show, and she's got a little swelling on one side of the mouth, as you might expect. So as far as we know, not under the influence of any painkillers, but maybe just starting to wear off, right?
Yeah, the swelling just starting to go down, but I had to stick with the theme of Sand Shark Bites and come straight from the dentist, so happy to be here anyways.
Yeah, do some Sand Shark bite wings this morning. Those are no fun. But, Coach, you got some newcomers on the team. Only one of them cracked the lineup this first week, but, of course, at the home event, you'll get a chance to see some of the others in competition. Just tell us a little bit about the incoming class, these newcomers, and what you expect out of them.
Yeah, definitely expected to see at least one of them in the lineup, and that's what happened this week. Vanessa showed up for us down at Coastal Georgia, and I'm throwing 6 of them back into qualifying this Friday. We're going to have kind of a mini qualifier on Friday for a spot or two going into our event. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see 2 freshmen. I really was pleased with the signing of Megan Martin, and she didn't do nearly as well as she wanted to, but I know was really motivated and worked really hard while we were on the road. So that was just really encouraging to see that it didn't discourage her. It really motivated her to work really hard while we were gone, and I really anticipate that she might crack the lineup for the home event.
All right. Well, as you mentioned, a long season. We got several more events this fall, and then it really ramps up in the spring, heading toward the national championships, which I am on the record, of course, predicting national championship for USCB women's golf out in Pooler in May. So keep your eye on that. We're building toward that, and we'll have you on the show many more times, Coach.
Thanks so much.
We'll be right back with more here on Sand Shark Bites.
At the University of South Carolina, Beaufort, we offer small classes, individual attention, and an affordable education in an atmosphere that fosters diversity and achievement.
We are students.
We field 9 Sand Shark sports teams that compete in the Sun Conference.
We are athletes.
We are one university with 2 campuses serving the coastal areas of South Carolina and Georgia.
We are the Low Country.
We are the fastest growing 4-year school in the University of South Carolina system. We are USCB.
Bueller. We're just waiting for our comeback there.
Took a little nap.
Nice to talk to Coach Bennett. I know she was pretty upset about the performance this week, but she doesn't dwell on it too long. She's moving on to the next one, and we actually had Emily Turner in here. One of her players was over in the next room watching as we filmed, and the girls were pretty upset about their play. I think it was a pretty quiet ride home from Sea Island, and I know that it's going to motivate them to get back on it and really perform well at the Sand Shark Shootout. So looking forward to that, and I'm still on the record. National championship. I've called it before. They're winning it. They're winning it this year out in Pooler. But we're going to have to go elsewhere for the Athlete of the Week, the Sand Shark Bites official Athlete of the Week. And last week we talked about her and we denied her. Betsy Douglas was neck and neck with Jack Manasotis last week. It was kind of a 2-horse race, and we gave it to Jack as the newcomer. But Betsy must have been upset because she ran like a champ up in Conway.
You know that's what motivated her.
Yeah, she
That's
wanted
what it is, the Sand Shark
that
Bites
award.
recognition.
She was not going to accept it.
She wants to put that in her trophy booth there.
But Sun Conference Runner of the Week 2 weeks in a row, and another great performance again, only finishing behind 3 Division I runners from Coastal Carolina. Fantastic race. She broke 19 minutes and is working her way down and going to have just an awesome season. Betsy Douglas, junior from Macon, South Carolina, is your Sand Shark Bites Athlete of the Week, and well-deserved. I'm sure she'll be honored many more times on this program before her career is through. She's only a sophomore in track and field, so she's got still 3 more years there, if you understand how eligibility works. She came from a school where they didn't have track and field, so she has only competed 1 year in cross-country before she got here last year. So that's how those things work. But Betsy, awesome kid, awesome runner, and looking forward to great things from her all season long. And I know you're expecting great things from us all season long, and we will try not to disappoint you. We'll be back with another episode next week. Until then, keep those fins up.